Welcome back to another video. In this video, I kind of want to talk about some stuff from my previous video. So this kind of relates to that, but this is another kind of journaling type of video for me, but I hope you can still get some type of value out of it. And yeah, so since my last video I talked about how in my trading, I'm at this point where any work that I do, any back testing, any type of educational content any work that I could do in my trading is actually detrimental to my trading skills because it would just tie more emotional value to my trading, making my decision making while I'm at the charts worse. So that's pretty much what I talked about in the last video, and that I didn't really have stuff to work on because I'm kind of in this middle ground of getting to my next stage, which would be starting a company for trading in a way and also being a mentor. And I had time to reflect on that. I took a walk. Like I said, I'm dog sitting. I took a walk with the dog for about 45 minutes, and I drove for like an hour 30 today because this house is 30 minutes away from where I live, so it's a long drive for me, and I drove a lot. So I had a lot of time to reflect today after what I talked about earlier today. I'm probably going to post these videos a day apart, or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll post them back to back. I don't know. But I had time to reflect, and I came to the conclusion that I'm just being a little bitch. I'm caring too much what people think about me. I'm not wanting to put enough work into making videos. I'm not doing enough. And that's the point. That's the thing that I needed to realize. That's like the obvious point that I was trying to hide, is that I just need to do more work. And I've decided that it's going to be on making content, on building my personal brand, on building an audience and having an influence. It's going to be by making videos. So I need to make more videos, because what I was doing before was I would make one video every other day, and I was pretty consistent on that. But like, when I see 3 months of profitability, so it's going to take, regardless, it's going to take 3 more months to see 3 months of profitability, to see like good payouts, good size payouts, and see the results start to pay off. It's going to take a few months. So the version of me that makes one video every other day for 3 months is going to go way less, is going to have way less of a reach, way less of an audience, versus the version of me that makes one video every single day for 3 months. So why would I opt for the less work and see the less results when I'm also the one complaining about not having things to work on? Like, that doesn't make sense, right? So why don't I just put more effort into doing this? Making educational videos. If I speak with the authority of the belief that I have in myself, because I have the belief in myself that I know what I'm doing, I just don't have the external rewards of what people want to see, but I can still speak with the authority of what I believe in myself, and I can still make educational trading content. So that opens up a whole plethora of videos for me to make that I'm very passionate about, that I believe that I have a deep understanding of, that I can fucking yap on and on again about for hours probably. I can make hours of videos. So why don't I just do that? Why don't I just do that to get better at doing that for the future? Because in the future, I'll want to make super good, super edited, really good thumbnails for my educational videos. But at the end of the day, the content is going to be me speaking, me being able to explain the ideas. How well I can explain the ideas is going to be what matters the most. So why don't I just practice doing that now? Right? And I will get more subscribers. I'll get more views than if I only post once every other day. But the main thing will be is I'll gain major consistency posting once a day. I'll gain more skills talking into the camera. I'll be more comfortable making videos, making educational videos, being able to explain my ideas that are in my head that I can't fully explain right now because it's kind of the way my brain thinks. Like, it's hard to explain it in words. But once I flesh out those ideas more, I can practice doing that now, so then in the future, I'm then better at doing that. So then when I'm ready in the future, the videos will just be better. So why would I complain about not having things to work on when there's clearly something to work on right here? So, I mean, I'm going to be posting every single day. Every single day I'm going to be posting. I'm going to be trying to post more videos of me just talking about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. I am extremely passionate about health and being the best version of myself and playing sports and being active. That's something that I'm also very passionate about and that I want to continue to show within my YouTube channel and my personal brand. So why not also start doing that? That's more content ideas. You can start talking about health. You can start making vlogs showing your health. You can start making morning routine videos. You can make cooking videos, whatever, right? So why don't you just do it? Why think that you have to wait until the future? You have to wait until you're a profitable trader. You have to wait until you're making money trading and you have to prove people when you know it within yourself that you're profitable. You believe within yourself you're profitable, so why would you wait until other people believe it? Why don't you just speak from what you believe with your own authority? Right? So stop caring what other people think about you, honestly. Like, who gives a fuck? We're all gonna die one day. Every single body, it sounds retarded. Everybody you know is gonna die one day. Your mom, your dad, your children, your children's children, the person that made fun of you in high school, the fucking girl you had a crush on, your friends, they're all gonna fucking die one day. So why does it even matter what anybody thinks about you? The people commenting stupid ass comments, they're gonna die one day too. And you're gonna die and it's not gonna matter. Nothing's gonna fucking matter. So why would you not live out your dreams because you're scared of what other people are gonna think of you? That just doesn't make logical sense. Emotionally, you want it to make sense, but logically, that does not make sense. Why would you let other people stop you from being the version of you that you want to be? Right? Because you have these dreams, you have these goals of becoming that version of yourself that you dream of, but you're letting people's opinions and people's views of you change what you're doing day to day, so you're not going to get there as fast. So why not just start taking those actions like it doesn't matter. Just start taking the actions that you know need to get done. You know you need to get better at making videos, right? You know you need to be able to speak more eloquently, be able to form your words better, be able to get the ideas out of your brain into words better. So why not continue practicing doing that? Why try and hold yourself back because, oh, you haven't seen money in trading yet? You haven't actually seen money. Why do that? Right? So that's kind of all I want to talk about with this video. I hope you can get out of this the thing that I want you to get out of this is being able to reflect on your ideas and reflect on the conversations you have with yourself. Right now, I'm just having a conversation with myself with the camera here, and I'm letting you in on this conversation. And you can view my previous conversation that I had with myself, and you can kind of contrast them and see where my thinking was at and how I reviewed my own dialogue to come to a better conclusion and to grow from it. Because I think self-reflection, self-introspection is so important, and it's really missing from a lot of people nowadays. Because there's so much consumption. I was talking about doing consumption of my own in my past video, but there's so much consumption and not living in the reality of life that you don't actually take the time to have conversations with yourself. You just consume. You feed into your urges, and you play video games, you scroll, you smoke weed, you give into these urges, and you don't actually think about the reality and have these conversations with yourself. And I think that's one thing that I've grown into as my journey of becoming a profitable trader. And not even just my journey as a profitable trader, but my journey on self-growth and my entrepreneurial journey is I've developed this skill of being able to have conversations with myself, being able to have deep introspection and think about my life almost from a third person point of view, but also have conversations about the emotions that I'm feeling. Yeah, kind of like a third person point of view of my life and of my emotions. And that has caused me to grow a significant amount. I continue to grow from that. And when I push deeper into that, I grow from it even more. When I'm able to have quiet alone time with myself, no music, no podcast, just me and myself, I'm able to realize things that I wouldn't have realized otherwise. I'm able to realize these flaws that I had before. I'm able to think about also what's going right in my life and continue to push that even further. And I think that is something that I've developed that's almost like a superpower to myself. And I really enjoy it. I really enjoy being able to have a conversation with myself, because there's a lot of people that can't spend time with themselves. They're so scared to be alone. They're so scared to take time to themselves. I mean, this past year and a half, I've been pretty damn isolated. I'm not going to lie. And obviously, I want that to change. I want to find people who are on the same level as me in my thinking. But I know that this time in isolation is what's going to drive me to be better. It's going to drive me to grow from it, to get to where I need to. So, I mean, that's all I really have to yap about in this one. I hope you were able to get some type of value out of it. Really, the main thing, though, was me continuing to practice speaking and getting better at conveying my ideas and having my words make sense and developing that skill. But if you did watch this and you were able to gain some value, I would love that. But thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.